If you insist.
I've only got one spot of inventory left, but go in the bag. That'll help. I think the book. Oh, that's okay. So when you give the book to Firebeard, he gives you another book in return. It's a lore-based book telling you about the Lords of. I'll try to sell that off as. And find someone who purchases books. Easy to kill like gibberlings. Drop. I haven't quite decided yet what I want to do character as far as the kind of the order of play. Do I just follow the main storyline and then kind of wander in between main pieces? I usually like to do the Nautical Mines right away and then kind of wander the west, go to the Null Fort, then I kind of wander up the coast, doing some of those little screens up that way before I start searching the woods for the main band. I think this is the crazy wizard who has all the skeleton. Oh, but he does have a bow, so I don't want to sit back and trade arrows. Don't want to sit back and trade arrows. One, it wastes up the arrows I can pick up from them. But like I've always said, for some reason, monsters are always a lot better at hitting with the arrows. Twice right. Rough.
Forward march! Forward march!
Go back up.
Spare no one!
Oh, that's all she wrote. All right, well, now that I know that's coming up. Brown. All right.
Very well.
Oh man, right off the bat. What was that? Right off the bat, first roll, he.
Your life ends here.
Forward march! Forward march! Spare no
Little advantageous to kind of
Forward march!
keep moving around him because how the timer works on your swings. You swing once and then there's a delay between your next swing. And if you move in between those swings, it doesn't affect that timer.
Spare no
So it's not like the timer's paused while you're moving.
Forward march. Spare no one.
So if you move far enough,
Your
your second swing will be
here.
pretty immediate. But this way, it
Spare no
keeps some of the hobgoblins out of contact with me, so
Your
I have
life ends here.
less guys swinging at me at a time. They, you know, they get a little stuck on each other. Ouch.
Your life ends here.
The less dice rolls they get, less opportunity one of those dice rolls will come up a 20, which is what they need to hit. All right. Lots of arrows. Win a scroll. So it's a spell I already have, but scroll I can heal myself a little. And I don't plan to really be stingy on scrolls. So yeah, I haven't quite decided how I want to play this character, if I want to go that standard route that I kind of always go, or there's certain quests I want to accomplish or certain magic items that I want to hunt down to hurry up and give myself some aim. I want to kind of metagame and head for those specific items. I want to play my character a little more in the dark about what's around him. Just travel where I would normally, naturally travel to. I guess probably play it the way I would normally play and go where I normally wander to. Then if I start having a lot of trouble and can't get past certain areas, I'm just underpowered, then I may break in the middle of a quest and go hunt down an item. I don't think there's really anything on this map that I really need to sneak up on. Built too low. Most likely I'm not going to sneak up on anything. Make it a lot faster. Switching armor and bows, and that I can at least. I think even if you don't put a proficient bow, maybe you're playing just a straight fighter, or wanted to try a solo and not multi-class and just go straight fighter, you'd probably hit your max level that the game allows long before you get to the kobold. Bows. Arrows. I think, yeah, if you just wanted to play a solo fight or something like that, for one, you'd hit the max level at a time, but if you didn't want to focus on bows, you just want to hurry up and 4-point mastery, grandmaster, whatever you call it, into your main weapon, it's still advantageous to shoot a bow at no matter what your penalties are, but get as many shots off with your bow before the enemy approaches you. Because you never know, you might get lucky and roll that 20 and start the fight off, or the enemy's at a 10 hit point advantage. Sometimes first enemy that appears on your screen is a wizard and he immediately starts casting spells. Oh, I'm a hermit.
My lung! It's flopping all over the dirt!
Do you have any insight from your hermetism? He tells me, bring raisins and rabbits with you. I'll never take raisins. Okay, that's easy. But he's giving me advice on bringing dry rations with you. No. All right. I don't want to shout at him or partake in a paragraph of dialogue, so tell him goodbye. Bye, Mr. Over the corner. If I was really evil, just killed him for his pittance of XP. But no. Another thing I've been wondering. I think the best plate in the get is. Well, I know the best armor you can. The question is, I don't remember if the best full +1 or +2 or +2. I know you can get full plate, put on a +2 protection. Do I want to go armored, and every time I want to cast a spell, that armor off? Or do I want to attempt wear like the shadow leather, get away with a much lower armor class? Sure, if my armor class isn't kind of maxed out, the helmed horrors and skeletal warriors definitely just have their way with me. But if I am max level at the time that I run into that kind of stuff, I can just hide in shadows and cast them. Armor class isn't. I'm not quite sure what type of armor am I really going to go for. Am I just going to kind of neglect my thieving abilities and go heavy armor? Just take
touch me. I might catch something.
Armor off whenever I need to something. Do I want to go a little bit lighter armor and just take it off if I have to cast a spell, or do I want to walk around in robes of the armor? Let's see. I'm unconcerned. Okay, next stop, Nashville.
With your hurried flight from Candlekeep barely behind you, the troubles facing the Sword Coast seem an unfamiliar blur to your fractured nerves. Gorion would not have you sit idle, however, and perhaps investigating local concerns will shed some light on your own predicament. How the iron shortage or the trouble in the Nashkel mines could possibly be linked to you, you have no idea.
No idea.